Shrewsbury 2, Liverpool 2. Welcome back to KangBros.
Whoa, stop, bro. Don't switch off. It's not. This is not a joke. That's actually that happened. That's real. Shrewsbury 2, Liverpool 2.
Before we go on this video, rest in peace, Kobe, legend in the game, shocked by the news, and all the wishes and love goes to the family. I hope they can come through this. It's a massive shock to everyone, but I just want to say rest in peace and, baller, absolute baller. On that, I mean, it's a sad note, that one, and so was the game. I mean, Shrewsbury 2, Liverpool 2, everyone thought it was going to be just, get through this, and then we have that 2-week winter break, whatever you're going to call it. Now we have this fixture in that break. Now, you seem kind of vexed, bro.
No, I'm pissed. I'm vexed because
But is it that serious though?
No, it is. It is that serious because Liverpool fans have to just take a reality check. Yeah, just take a moment to realise that game today, did that not feel like what it used to feel like back in the day when you just can't relax? You just can't go into a game thinking, well, even if it was when it was 2-0, I was still thinking to myself, these lot are causing hella problems for 2-0. I know they're young kids, yeah, but they're kids, they're sick. I'm sick of hearing that because they're getting paid man salaries. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you're on a man's salary, you start behaving like a man. There's certain players on that team, yeah, that and there's some of them are olders, and they're the ones that disappoint me the most.
Yeah,
it's the olders that disappoint me the most.
I'll back you on that one. 100%.
Divock Origi, yeah. Listen, I sing his praises when it's all great or whatever. But let's be real, yeah. Let's be real. He's not a starter. There's no way he can lead a line. Today, you would think that he was playing extra time. He played a game before. He's not willing to track back. He's not willing to do the dirty work that Firmino does, that, week in, week out. So there's a problem there himself. So whether he's comfortable and knows his role and he's thinking, I don't care, I'm only going to be required for 20 minutes here and there and I'm just loving the life, then that's your business, fine, yeah? Lovren, Matip, I know they've been out injured. I understand that. I understand that they've had injuries. But it's decision making. Just try, like the second goal. What are you doing?
They were shocking.
What are you doing? And that makes you appreciate Virgil van Dijk. So people want to question if defenders are worth their money, yeah? They're worth their weight in gold. If you have to put up with shit like that.
The thing is, when you saw the lineup, you actually thought, you know what, there's a good balance to this team because you got the olders, like you said. You got the olders, you got Origi at the top, and you got Matip and Lovren in the middle, and in the back, and you think, you know what,
Fabinho as well. So you think spine.
Yeah, that's something you think spine, and you think, you know what, we're going to be alright here. Youngsters have to do their thing. There's some flair there amongst the youngsters. We should get this done. And like you said, it was the olders who were making the off-keys mistakes, the dumbest mistakes.
And the other thing is, don't get it twisted. I'm willing to turn around and be like, if it's away from home, shit pitch, the atmosphere.
It wasn't even that bad.
That's the point.
I saw Tranmere, bro.
No, this is the point. This is the point I'm trying to make. It wasn't a bad pitch. It was a lovely pitch. That's a lovely pitch. The stadium, lovely setting. What else do you want? You're 2-0 up. You didn't even deserve to be 2-0 up, but you're 2-0 up.
We got own goal for us as well.
The geezer tapped that finish in nice as well.
For us.
Just a little slot finish.
But do you think that had an effect on the second? Because for me, the second half was the worst. Like, first half, there was some things in there that I thought, not just because we scored, it was 2-0 up, whatever. There were some players and I thought, you know what? Even Minamino playing in the middle, I thought, you know what? There's some things he's showing there. But second half, Minamino, at the moment, looks lost.
I'm sorry, yeah.
He looks lost.
I'm sorry, I can't even agree with you on that.
What, the first half,
it was shit. Shit. It was shit. It was shit to watch. I'm just being.
No, it was bad.
I'm just being honest.
I'm
I don't
not
care.
denying that, but the thing is, I went into that game with no real expectation. It seems like from what you're saying that you had some sort of expectation. I had no expectation.
I know it was a Merseyside derby or whatever, yeah. But there's a lot of them players that played in that game, in the game against Everton, right? And they put in a much better performance. Today, for me, it was complacency and arrogance, and that's what you got to get kicked to the curb if you're one of the young'uns, yeah. Because humility is the word. Humility. You need to be humble in these situations, understand where you come from to where you are. Those players have had to go and do jobs, part-time jobs to get, go down the lower leagues to get where they are. Yeah, they're League One. So you got to understand, some of those players, they would not have had the nice life and the nice paychecks that you've had. So they're gonna be hungry. So they're gonna kick you. They're gonna want to, put something on you. The arrogance of some of the players. Curtis Jones. Everyone sings about Curtis Jones this, Curtis Jones that. Yeah, he scored and he's okay. But listen, the guy's got arrogance. You need to kick that to the curb if you want to play. If you want to play in that team, you got to work hard and arrogance. Don't take 2, 3, 4 touches when it could be done in 2 touches. That Trivella, everyone's like, oh, he's got vision, gets his head up, but he fucking takes half an hour to do it.
He's very slow, bro.
So I know they're learning and they're kids, and everyone's gonna be like, I know people are gonna be like, oh, you're out of order, you're harsh, but this is the reality. Because this is the problem that we've had in the past. Virgil van Dijk and Alisson. Adrian, by the way, was probably my man. Well, he was our man of the match because that's how dead everybody else was. But the point I'm trying to make is you pay the money because you don't want to see these performances. Yeah, those players, Lovren. For me, I said it before. And people gave me stick. That's the reason I said get Connor Cody in. Because you know Connor Cody would not allow those sort of performances because it means something to him. Lovren today didn't look like he was interested. Didn't look like he cared. The geese was boiling him off, even for headers.
That's the second goal actually came from that. He didn't go for the header, and then after, what was he doing there? Like,
Wipe that out.
That's it. And if you're not going to wipe it, it makes no sense. There's a defender there. Why are you rushing into it? It didn't make no sense to me. But the thing is, I see a lot of people blaming the two centre backs. Now, don't get me wrong. They are fully to blame for what the hell happened today. But if you look forward down the pitch, what was, like you said, what was Divock doing? What was, like, the likes of Minamino? What, Curtis Jones? All these guys going forward, they didn't offer nothing. Apart from, like you said, that goal, and then someone scored an own goal for us. And going forward, the team offered nothing as well. So I'm just saying, like you said, it's a dud affair going everywhere. And people tell me about Divock Origi, like, don't get me wrong, he's going to go down as I guess, in the history
in folklore, as one of our, there's cult heroes.
Exactly, yeah. But then I hear some people saying to you, what, Divock could walk into any other Premier League team, bar a few. Are you mad? Like, what was that today? It was like you expect him to be just blowing people off. And we've had to go on and play the likes of Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah. And full credit to Shrewsbury. That shows enough respect that we've had to bring these people on to save us out of this bullshit that we got into. So Shrewsbury coming on, banging in 2 goals. The fans in the second half were mad.
And the example I'd give, is Jesus. When he plays for Man City, he knows I've got to be at it.
And he's hungry.
I've got to be at it because I need to show that I've got something to prove, that whatever, and he'll get goals. Yeah. This guy, this is your moment. This is your moment, to shine, to say, listen, you know what, I'm going to tuck. Unless his mindset, he's thinking, I can score a hat-trick and score nothing, I'm not going to play next week anyway, yeah? If that's what you're thinking, then obviously you shouldn't be at the club. Then there is a fundamental problem along the way. But I know there's people, Fabinho's come back from injury, rusty, yeah? The 2 centre-halves, rusty, I get that. I understand that
it's great to get those mistakes out now.
I get all that, I understand all that, and I'm the game time and whatever. But it's the taking extra touches. It's trying to do things that you wouldn't do normally. You're trying to play diags. When have you played diags? I'm looking at Lover and I'm thinking to myself, player, relax. You need to just move the ball 2 touches, do what we do, Liverpool does, and that's what that blueprint that we're trying to set. Left back, he's young, I get it. People were jumping me for saying it, but he was shit.
Mm-hmm. Ox. Now he's a senior. He comes on. Where was he? He was missing in the last game. People were saying I didn't hear Ox's name. There's people on our comments saying that they believe that Ox is a starter. He came on as the senior and offered nothing. That had no impact on that game whatsoever.
His first thing was he got the ball and he just passed it straight to their matey on the outside of his foot. I'm just like, what's that? Yeah. But it's the lack of respect and it's the arrogance that some of these players are showing, yeah? You're young, and like somebody that comes out for young players, you're a young player trying to make your way in the game. You're at Liverpool, the best club in the world at the moment, right? That is a fact. So you got a chance to, you need to be hungry. Every game needs to be a cup final for you lot, because otherwise, that's the only way you're going to make an indent, yeah? They just weren't on it, not on it. Shrewsbury, respect to you, Shrewsbury, respect. First half, they were a bit like, a bit in awe. Second half, them centre-backs were smashing at Liverpool forwards. Not letting them turn. Harvey Elliott tried to turn, boom. When Minamino had the ball, smash. Yeah?
He looks lost, bro.
He does.
He looks absolutely lost. He looks way, I wouldn't say out of his depth.
No, he does. That's exactly what he does. I don't understand why you're trying to be so nice about it.
No, because I want to give the boy a chance. But what I'm saying is, at the moment, he's just everywhere. He doesn't know where to be, he doesn't know where to go, and just headless chicken.
Listen,
right now.
Of course, I want him to do well, and I'm so gassed that we signed him for 7 million, and I get all that, and I want him to do well. But you've also got to take. If someone's having one, they're having one. It's like Fabinho when he first came; he was way out of his depth, yeah. But he found his feet. So I'm hoping this guy will be the same. So I'm not too concerned about that because he does show signs of that he can do stuff. But it's the rest of them. Origi's got no excuse for me. There's no excuses for him. There is none whatsoever.
I don't know if people have heard already, but apparently Klopp is moving mad. Like, he's not turning up for this replay. Apparently, this is what I've heard.
When we break, we break.
Because you correct me if I'm wrong, but he's not interested. Like, he said, no seniors are turning up to this replay, and he ain't being there himself. So Shrewsbury, if you're coming to Anfield,
be on job.
Be on job. If that's the case, I don't know if that's true, but
like to be honest, this whole thing about the FA Cup.
And there's a player, sorry, for Shrewsbury that you was rating today as well.
What's his name? Lauren? Centre midfielder?
You said he was just...
Boy! Guy was an absolute bully in there. He's bullying, man. He's actually... He was the man of the match.
And this is the thing, like, people talk about these likes of Curtis Jones, all these guys there. Okay, he's got on the score sheet, but what else did he do in the game? Did he control the game? Did he dictate anything? No. Did Chilwell? No. They were all missing, and not just those guys. That's what I'm saying. The only people like you said, we haven't mentioned is Williams on right back.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this guy. Yeah.
And that's the second game. He's been consistent. He's doing it, and some of his crosses were nice. Do you know what I mean? That's what we want to talk about. But like you said, it was lackluster performance, and it was boring to watch.
And like I say, for me, it looks like, oh yeah, they've like, yeah, we played well in the game against Everton, so everyone's rating us. I'm riding that wave. Yeah, whatever. Like I'm untouchable. We'll tuck Shrewsbury. Listen. That's the annoying bit, and that is that for me. It reminded me of a Liverpool of old performance. You know, them games that we could never switch off. This is why Liverpool fans are all so pessimistic. It is because that's what we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing these things. But back in the day when Lucas Leiva was running around midfield when they were getting tucked in the cup games because he's supposed to be coming and dictating games, we're used to seeing this. So that's why Liverpool fans will be very pessimistic and never take for granted where we are because we're used to seeing shit like this on a regular, and it annoys me. And people might think I'm overreacting, but it's not overreaction because you understand why Liverpool fans have been watching. This is what we've been watching for the last 30 years, I guess, right? And now all of a sudden, the first team is actually doing bits. No, I'm sorry.
The last point I want to finish on is where's Lallana? He wasn't in the squad against Wolves.
Yeah.
And this is a dead set. He was man of the match against Everton, pretty much. He's not injured. Where's Lallana? I heard some random fan of told me when I was out of the country that he's going to Leicester. So I'm not a betting man. So when people like their bets to put a cheeky bet on, apparently Lallana is going to Leicester. Now, I don't make no sense to me that move right now from where we are, but
hell of a move for him.
But where is he? If he's injured, then let me know because he's not even on the team sheet. So I'm just putting it out there to the viewers. If you want to put a cheeky bet on, that might be something you want to put yourself on. But where is he? That's what I want to know.
I've got no intel, but I'll say put a bet on Adama Traore just because I want him to come in it. I've got no intel. I've got no side news, nothing. But I'm just saying, do it.
No news whatsoever.
The only question I want to pose is that I know people talk about disrespecting the FA Cup and people say like weaker teams and right? But my question would be, are we starting to see the gap between the Championship and the Premier League? I'm not talking about the top echelon teams. I'm talking about the majority of the Premier League and the top end of the Championship. Are we starting to see that gap starting to bridge a little bit more now? Are we starting to see that those Championship teams can mix it with the Premier League teams and that if a Championship team beats a Premier team, it's no longer seen as a giant killing or a massive upset? And is that because of the quality of the teams in below, or is the Premier League as a whole becoming not as strong for the rest of the teams? The top 6 to 8 aside, are the rest of them, is it much of a muchness? Because at the moment, that's what it seems like to me.
What, you think the gap has been bridged?
It's not bridged, but they're building it.
But what are you based on?
Well, I'm saying, like, if I look at someone like when Leeds played against Arsenal, yeah,
but Leeds are a special team, bro.
But Leeds are a good side. They're a good side. They're not running away with the Championship. West Brom beat West Ham. They're top of that league. They're not running away with it. Millwall played against Sheffield. Sheffield had to score 2 screamers to beat them.
I think the question you got to ask is, are people really taking the FA Cup seriously anymore? That's
the question I'm asking. Is it because that people?
No, but you're saying that as the quality of the football, or are you saying?
That's what I'm looking at it on the whole, and I'm thinking, are people not rating the FA Cup, and that's why you might see these anomalies, or are we actually seeing? Because let's make no bones about it. West Ham need the FA Cup, really, don't they? They need something in the FA Cup. They got tucked by West Brom. West Brom are top of the Championship. They probably don't need the FA Cup as much because they got their own priorities. Leeds are top. Yeah, it'd be great if they win it. Arsenal need the FA Cup. They were hanging on. Do you know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, does that mean that we're starting to see now that we're starting to see that investment into the Championship and that gap, those parachute payments starting to finally show something, or am I just, or is it a case of Premier League teams are still thinking FA Cup is losing its value? The team's going to be weakened regardless. Because I'll be interested to know. And there's a lot of fans out there that watch different teams. I watched Chelsea scrape through against Hull. Yeah, I know they had chances, but the fact of the matter is they just scored late. So, and obviously Liverpool today doing an absolute madness against Shrewsbury. So,
but yeah, big up Shrewsbury, man. I don't want to say we're not these type of fans. So big up Shrewsbury. The fans, enjoy your day, and hopefully you go to Anfield and have a good one as well. But you know what I mean. From Liverpool's perspective, that was dead. Absolutely dead, and
so don't take for granted what you have at the moment as Liverpool fans. We don't anyway, but I think it's just a perspective. That's why, people keep saying, why is it you Liverpool fans are so pessimistic? It's because we've been used to watching this type of shit for the last 20 years. And this was a reminder. This was a reality check.
And Adrian was man of the match for Greedy.
Hands down.
Big saves.
Hands down. Because we could have been knocked out today. We could have been sitting there with a completely different perspective.
What a great season he's had. So yeah, I mean, let us know your opinion on this game and the questions that we asked. And then we'll see you against the next games on Wednesday against West Ham. So see you then. So don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment.
Peace.